chances of Pigeon and Feda look to try and separate from the rest of the pack. Look at that gap they've got going between Pigeon and Toaster. We got Glow, we got Alonso. Goes 7 now and 6. Jaden. Then it's Majumdar, Brasidas, and Ron Da Corsa fighting for 9th. Sigma Bob, then Peto95, and finally it's Melissas. So right now, Feda has been leading from pretty much the start, but Pigeon has been following him right on his backside. And here they go for turns 1 and 2. Nicely done. Now for turns 3 and 4, Feda had just raised the AMRL race for Williams. I'm not quite sure where he finished. I wasn't paying attention, but him and Pigeon, I think Pigeon is waiting for his opportunity right now. They're getting further and further away from Toaster and Glow. Behind Glow might have gotten forced into the grass there a bit by Toaster, and now he's got Alonso to deal with as well. And they go into a bit of a rocket situation as Pigeon takes the race lead now. He's taken the race lead. He's got the fast slap as it stands. Ooh, Feda goes deep into the grass on the inside. I think Pigeon didn't know he was alongside, didn't give him the space, and that does cost Feda quite a bit, but I think he's looking to catch back up. His mediums should still be faster than Pigeon's hard tires, and it does indeed look like he's closing that gap right back up as Glow is currently a bit stuck behind Alonso. They've lost some time to Toaster. I don't think Alonso will want Glow to lead their pack of 2. He'll think, I have the faster tires, I could catch Toaster, I have more chance of catching Toaster than Glow, and that's probably what he's thinking right now. We've got only 3 people on the softs, and Peto95 on the softs is the first one to pit here after 5 laps. He's going onto the mediums. And it's still Pigeon out in the lead. Feda has gotten the slipstream now, I think. That is definitely within slipstream range now, surely. Let's see. Yep. I think that's slipstream. Oh shit, I tapped out. Spec just joined the game, which is pretty funny because we got like 3 spectators. Pigeon went wide there on the final turn, and Feda went wide as well, forced him a bit to the grass. He gives the position back. Very nice, respectful from Feda there, so good job on him. And somehow they are still not losing time to the people behind. In fact, they're still gaining, and Alonso and Glow had caught up to Toaster, and now Alonso is looking to try and separate himself from the 2 behind. Glow seems to just kind of be stuck slipping whoever he can on those hard tires, but soon enough those hard tires will be better, and I think that's when he will strike. Meanwhile, Pigeon is striking right now side by side with Feda through that final straight. Oh, goes down the inside, manages to keep it clean. Very ballsy move from Pigeon to take the first place. Leaves the space on the inside there for Feda as they navigate 2 hairpins, and again Feda goes wide, forces Pigeon a bit off track, but no time lost. Feda clips the grass a bit for Beckett's, and Pigeon is back into the lead, and we're having a crazy battle here. Feda goes in for the inside. Pigeon forced out a bit to the grass, but he's still within slipstream as Spec leaves the race. Well, as I said, we do have already like 3 spectators. Pigeon with interesting alternative line for the first turns, but Feda hitting the wall has also cost Pigeon a lot of time as Pigeon hit the back of him, and he's lost that momentum. He might lose Feda here if he doesn't focus on catching back up. Those mediums are definitely starting to be slower than the hard tires now. Well, not just slower, but more importantly, the turning is starting to be more difficult, and it's a matter of who can survive on the... Oh my god, Pigeon is going in on 9 laps. He's going for the undercut. Alonso and Toaster as well, and we've got Glow and Feda staying out, and I think that's really risky for Glow. I think that's really risky for Feda. Pigeon out onto the hard tires for 11 laps. The clouds are coming in though. This is an incredibly risky strategy, as for some reason the timesheets look to be a bit bugged. It says Pigeon is out in the lead right now. I don't think that's the case. I think Glow and Feda are behind him. I don't know what Majumdar is doing right now. He's not pitted yet. He's potentially jeopardizing Pigeon here, but no, he's going into the pits. Feda, of course, has gone into the pits. Where will he come out? He comes out ahead of Pigeon, but Pigeon does close down that gap rapidly, and he's within slipstream. The two of them still fighting, but now it's a case of, will it be 11 laps hard, or will it be 9 laps mediums to win it? Pigeon looked on my screen like he cut the gravel, but no, he's still within slipstream. It doesn't look like he lost much time from that. Alonso and Toaster fighting up ahead of Glow. They've both undercut him, so he's lost a fair bit of time. Jaden behind him also looking to catch him on slightly faster but more worn out tires. And I mean, if Alonso and Toaster keep on fighting, that will help Glow a lot to try and regain that challenge for the podium spot, as Pigeon here, oh, hits the wall. And that has cost him dearly in his pursuit of Feda here. I think he was just slightly detached from the slipstream. And now he is almost certainly detached from the slipstream, and that's something you have to work on, as Alonso and Toaster are approaching behind, both looking for that P2 position as well. Pigeon will be feeling the pressure of trying to catch up to Feda and also not lose too much time to those behind. Well, both of these can be solved simply by driving fast, but that's not as simple as it seems. Every one of them in the top 4 other than Pigeon set a time 1 second faster than him. Toaster probably helped by the slipstream from Alonso, but the two of them still fighting is also hurting them. However, they are running away from Jaden and Glow quite calmly right now. And Fede is just running away calmly in general. I think Pigeon will be hoping that Hards, even on the 11 laps, they will comfortably. He's hoping they will comfortably beat out the 10 lap mediums. He's hoping he'll be able to catch that time back up and to not lose too much time in the meantime. He has actually lost half a second that lap, but he has gained a 10th to the drivers behind, so that shows you how much time Alonso and Toaster are losing for this constant battle. And we've got light rain on the way, and this is very interesting to see what the drivers will do strategically here. It's a bit of no man's land. The tires are already fairly worn, so you don't gain too much by staying out and it being fake rain, but you also can still risk it, and it's not that massively punishing. And it looks like everyone from the top 7 other than Pigeon have pitted for the inters. Pigeon has stayed out. This is a very risky maneuver for him, especially since everyone else has pitted, and that's also what you should always consider. You should always consider to react to what other people around you are doing. In this case, Pigeon doing the opposite of Feda. That's usually the accepted tactic for trying to get that win. You know, you have to do the opposite, and it's going to Cloudy, and all that Pigeon needs to do is, oh Jesus, a bit of a collision there with Feda. With Pigeon on those worn tires on the inside, he's cost Feda some time on the inter tires as well. But the rain is going away, and the thing is here, if the rain comes back, because it's going to clouds. No, it's sunny. Pigeon has managed to do it right with the fake rain. He's predicted it right. Now all that matters is surviving those final laps. The rain will disappear soon. The track will soon be fully dry, and Pigeon will be away into the distance with 1 less lap, 2 less laps actually, than anyone else. And there, he didn't even expect it to snap back to dry weather, but there it goes, and Pigeon is through into the lead of the race with 2 laps left to go. Feda behind, he's going on the soft tires, he's chasing down that bird. Glow is staying out on inter tires. Very interesting strategy, very risky one. I think he's decided it's either this or no podium. And, well, it's going to be very difficult for him to do it for 3 more laps, 4 more laps, especially as Alonso is already right there. And I don't think Glow will manage that, but let's see here. The two Matessa drivers, completely different strategies, and Feda and Alonso, their main opponents in trying to stop them from utilizing those strategies. As Feda last time had an outlap, he was 4/10 slower than Pigeon, but he is catching him rapidly this lap, and I think Pigeon will have to beat him out on a race battle by the end of this lap, as Alonso has gotten past Glow firmly now. Toaster also looking to get past Glow, and Glow looking to fight it, but he's out on those inter tires. He can't really fight on those inter tires. It's very difficult to steer the car, and you could accidentally end up causing a massive incident. Pigeon out in the lead, but look at that. Fede has shrunk that gap insanely, hits the wall though, and that will not only cost him some time, it will cost him some confidence, but that was an insane lap he did last lap at 35.97, a sub 36, and is his fastest lap this race. It doesn't compare to Pigeon's fastest lap of the race, but it is very, very good, especially considering it was in clean air. And despite that wall bump, it looks like he is catching that slipstream of Pigeon, and it's the final lap to decide. Oh, what has happened there? Pigeon looked like he wasn't steering, but then he did steer. Fede was just completely not expecting it. I have no idea what happened there, but we do have it on the recording, and I guess the stewards will have a look at it, see if it's a lag or something like that, or an honest mistake, or a mistake from Fede. But that was very bizarre, and that's pretty much determined the race, I'd say. Pigeon with the provisional victory here. Fede unable to bridge that gap a second time in less than a lap, but I'm really not sure what happened there. Pigeon crosses the line to win the British AMRL Prix. I don't fucking know what you call it.